Hey guys, I wanted to come to you today and share with you the experience I recently had with Seagate. You see, a few years ago, I bought a Western digital drive, and being mechanical, drives can fail, and this drive did. And unfortunately, I had a couple terabytes worth of data on there, like, I don't know, baby pictures, wedding album stuff, pictures, videos, and stuff that are irreplaceable. And it was bad that I had this issue, and I think many of you can probably relate to that. And so I purchased this software called iRecover, and I was able to get the data transferred to a new drive. Seagate, actually, the Seagate Backup Plus Hub. I had bought a 5 terabyte drive at the time, and I got everything recovered and put on this new drive, and I was good to go. But well, about 2 weeks ago, the power on the external drive was disconnected while the drive was running. I won't say it was my 8-year-old son, but it probably was, and he thought it was a Nintendo Switch power adapter, and it wasn't. It was the external drive power. So my drive sort of had some mechanical problems and failed. And for the next week, I tried to go in and get it to work. Now, I've been in the IT industry for almost 20 years. So I hooked it up to an external drive. I hooked it up to a computer at my office and tried to see if I could play around with it to get it to come on and work, but it wasn't. There was some issue maybe with the case or whatnot. Now, I could have taken it out of the external case, plugged it into a docking station, and accessed the data that way, but I would void any possibility of warranty on the drive. So I contacted Seagate to see what my first plan of action would be, and the guy on the phone was very, very well knowledgeable on the topics, and understood that I had a lot of sensitive data that needed to be recovered, and he would be checking into the case for me. So he asked for my serial number. I gave him the serial number off the drive. He said it was under warranty, which is a good thing, but under warranty only replaces the drive if it has mechanical failure. I still had the issue with the files. I couldn't recover anything off of it. And then he told me that it was covered under recovery as well. Now, it came to me as a surprise because I didn't pay extra for any type of recovery add-on, but apparently with Seagate Backup Plus Hub, it comes with a Seagate Rescue. It's a little pamphlet, kind of looks like this. I'll see if I can switch over to a larger section here. It just says basically, your new Seagate drive includes Rescue. All right. So I was a little bit shocked, a little surprised, but gladfully. And he said, well, we're going to send you a shipping address that we want you to package the device up into and ship it off to the facility. And I said, okay. I was a little hesitant because I know I could potentially get the data off myself if I took it out of the case. But by taking it out of the case, I didn't qualify for the recovery plan. So I had to kind of put a little hope and trust in Seagate that they knew what they're doing. So I got a box, I put it in there, I shipped it off. A couple weeks later, they said they received it at their facility, that they started the recovery. About a week after that, they sent me an email stating that the recovery was successful, that they'd be sending me data, and gave me an encryption code to unlock the drive once I received it. Now, about 3 days later, UPS shows up with a small small box. I open it up and it's a 2 terabyte drive. Now I had originally a 5 terabyte drive, so I was a little confused. I plugged the drive in, I put the encryption code in, voila, all my data was there. I mean, I guess I only had 2 terabytes of data, and that sounds about right. But I looked through, all my pictures were there, all my videos were there, my recent recordings was there, everything that I was expecting to be on the drive was there, and I still had some room to spare. So I was like, well, I guess the warranty covers, recovery of it up to the amount of data you have, and they give you a drive to, match that. So they're not going to give you like a 5 terabyte drive that you originally bought. So I was okay, and I was happy with that. I mean, I had my data, and that was the important thing. That's the only thing that really mattered. And then the next day, I got another notification on my phone that UPS was delivering a second package. So then I thought, well, maybe they're sending me the 5 terabyte drive after all. I mean, maybe. And so I show up today, and sure enough, I had a 5 terabyte drive sitting on my porch. And as you can see from the website here, they only supply 4, 6, 8, and 10. So they must have pulled one from stock that they had and sent it to me as a replacement for this drive. So not only did I get a 2 terabyte drive that had all my data in it that I now can use for whatever purpose I find, but I can also copy all that data to my 5 terabyte drive and continue using it. Now, it also comes with a recovery plan and a 2-year warranty. So not only do I extend my existing 2-year warranty from the original purchase, but now I have another 2-year warranty on the new replacement drive that I have, plus a new recovery plan. So I just wanted to make this video because it's really important to me to spread the news that not only did I have a great customer experience with Seagate, I got all my data back, I got an extra drive to boot, the guy on the customer support line was fantastic. I was really shocked and surprised by this. And I would recommend that if you're looking for a backup solution, I would definitely start looking at Seagate. I know there's a lot of external drive manufacturers, but Seagate really did a great job in a doomsday scenario. And that's why I thought it was worth taking the time to do a review on this. Now, a couple things I would note and recommend to you is don't just have this backup drive only. I would suggest having this backup drive hooked up through, USB 3.0, as it's a USB 3.0 drive. That's the blue port on your computer. But also have it connected to some other type of online cloud backup service like Dropbox or iDrive. iDrive is actually really good because it's cheap. I think it's like $80 a year for 5 terabytes. Now, if you have a 5 terabyte drive and then you have a 5 terabyte online backup plan, then that means whatever you put on that drive is going to be backed up. And I think that's the best process. Now, the original dump into online is going to take forever, but once it does, then it just does incremental backups, and you'll have all your important data in 2 places. Just in case the drive does go down, then I think this is really, really important, especially for this digital age. You never know when you're going to get hacked or when you're going to get hit with ransomware, or when your drive, since it's mechanical, is going to go bad on you. And SSDs, which are solid state drives, which would be the preferred option for backups, are still too expensive for terabyte data storage. So this is what I would recommend at this point in time. I think it's a good investment. I think I paid around $130 when I bought my 5 terabyte back a couple of years ago. And I think that if you're going to do it, then let's do it right. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and you'll get future content as it's released. Thank you very much for watching. God bless, and see you next time.